Nassau's cruise port is over 90% done. This much coming from Director and CEO Mike Maura on the heels of giving a tour to Transport and Housing Minister JoBeth Colby-Davis this morning.
We're 100% on marine works, which obviously is the most important part. That's in effect the cash register for the port because that's for the ships and the passengers. And then we are about 90% in terms of our upland works. Now, it's a partnership with our tenants, obviously, because what we're providing on the commercial areas is shell and core, and so the tenants have to do their own fit out. But everyone's walking on wall, and you guys were introduced to some of the tenant spaces and so forth, and you could see for yourselves that works are underway.
He also noted that the port will be the only one in the region with International Organization for Standardization certification, which establishes credibility and trust among consumers and other business partners.
So we embarked on 5 different ISOs, everything from health and safety to event management, because obviously having this amphitheater and having all of these events, fun events that are happening, we want to make sure that they're managed appropriately and that experience is positive and that there's the health and safety element of every entertainment experience. And then we've even gone, from an environmental perspective, we've invested in a vessel that is called It's in Our Hands, and that vessel spends its day on the water collecting garbage and so forth from the harbor.
The $300 million project will take on an authentically Bahamian approach, including Bahamian food and beverage and retail brands to offer tourists an authentically Bahamian experience. Transport Minister Davis shares her excitement.
I heard a lot of Bahamian names called. I won't share them. I'll wait until the port does that with the opening. But I'm so excited and delighted to hear how many entrepreneurs, small business owners that build themselves from the ground up with truly authentic Bahamian products will be here on display for the tourists to see what it means to be Bahamian. That's what's exciting.
She also expressed that she's pleased with the ground transportation workers being included in the process.
It's important for me to make sure that every Bahamian gets a little piece and feels a little bit of entrepreneurial joy when this port opens. Our Surrey drivers, they're so dedicated to giving that horse and carriage experience, and so I just wanted to get reassured that there are some informational guidelines for tourists that may be interested. Because they are going to be outside of the port. And so I wanted to make sure that information kind of leads persons if they wanted that experience, in which I was assured that it will be in place. And for the taxi drivers, I just wanted to speak more so in everyone having a piece of the pie.
Now, Maura also explained that workers will be trained to ensure that they'll be handling workers properly.
And part of this is understanding the market, I think, in that, we have had days of over 28,000 people. But yet we have some folks that are simply trying to make a living that feel as if the 20 people in front of them are the last 20, of the 28,000, or are the only 20 that have arrived, rather than having a orderly process of being able to promote my business, to be given the opportunity to follow a process, to advertise that appropriately, and not yell. People don't want to be harassed. I don't want to be harassed. You don't want to be harassed. I'm more inclined to spend more with someone that I'm engaged and invested in that conversation. I'm invested in this opportunity of doing something special than feeling like someone's in my face. And that's what we have to get away with. And we're not going to permit that. Absolutely will not permit that going forward.
Maura says the port's on schedule to open in May of this year. Leah Cooper, Eyewitness News.